Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Thursday, August 3rd, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. Fallout from the Trump indictment. Murderer sentenced to death. Every kid's dream came true. And Team USA barely made it through. That's all coming up. Then Bill will be here with your message of the day. Latest with the Trump indictment, Alan Dershowitz said they will have a hard time, the prosecutors, proving that Trump knew he was lying. And that's the crux of the whole indictment. He said maybe you can get a jury in Washington, D.C. to believe it, but that won't survive an appellate review or the Supreme Court. So Alan Dershowitz says even if Trump is convicted, the Supreme Court would overturn any conviction. The Pittsburgh Tree of Life synagogue murderer has been sentenced to death in Pennsylvania. This happened in 2018. He murdered 11 people. The rabbi of the synagogue said, in the years we've spent waiting for this trial to take place, many of us have been stuck in neutral. It was a challenge to move forward with the looming specter of a murder trial. But now that the trial is over and the jury has recommended a death sentence, it is my hope that we can begin to heal and move forward. In other death penalty news, a Missouri man was executed for his murder of a 6-year-old girl back in 2002. The defense was he was mentally incompetent and therefore ineligible for the death penalty, but he's dead. If you agree with the death penalty or not, why does it take over 20 years to make it happen? Every kid's dream came true. Someone found a treasure chest. Truly full of 800 Civil War era gold coins. What? In a Kentucky cornfield. That's awesome. They're worth $2 million. The gold coins are graded MS-64, which is the highest grade of gold ever graded, including 18 double eagles from 1863. Pretty cool. The Women's World Cup is going on. Team USA barely made it past the group stage. They tied Portugal 0-0, and Portugal hit the post in the final seconds. Otherwise, the U.S. would be going home. After the game, the women were dancing and smiling and taking pictures with fans. Former women's player, now announcer Carly Lloyd, said at the time she was outraged that the women were acting like this. She says, this mentality of this team has been passed down from generation to generation. But the problem is when you win and you get things, winning has taken on a different meaning. It's no longer we want to win because we want to win. No, we want everything that comes with winning. And we think we can just roll out and win games. But other teams see that we are not unstoppable. The next game is this Sunday at 4 a.m. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Thursday, another Trump indictment. Special Prosecutor Jack Smith now alleges President Trump actively tried to subvert the 2020 election and knew the vote was not corrupt, but said it was. This is no surprise. It's basically payback for House Republicans going after President Biden on possible bribery charges. The Democrats have coordinated the legal attacks on Trump, informally, of course, no fingerprints. And after Smith's latest, New York Attorney General Letitia James announced she's ready to charge the Trump organization with fraud in a civil case. Fulton County, Georgia will be next, on and on and on. Not since Abraham Lincoln suspended habeas corpus in 1862 has the federal government flexed so much political power. The progressive movement is sending a message. Leave Joe Biden alone or we will destroy you. All of this is brutal for the American people who are becoming more polarized by the hour. The Justice Department can indict anyone. It took a ridiculous 2.5 years to bring this latest case against Trump. Also, the economic status of the USA has now been downgraded because of all the chaos. So we all are being punished, not to mention election interference in the upcoming presidential vote in 2024. What a dismal situation. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. Edward, the country's falling apart. Trump has basically been indicted for free speech and thought. Trump has a right to have feelings. This republic is gone. Not yet. Not yet. The republic is not in good shape, but it's not gone. Not yet. Philippe, Bill, you're one of the very few that believe not only in America, but in the American Constitution. I do. The reason why I'm a concierge member and I've read all your killing books, it appears that you have become the exception with another hand of respectable Americans. I don't know if I'm the exception. What I am is unique because I combine journalism with history. I don't think anybody else does that right now. Gerald, concierge member, thank you, Gerald. I fear that we have lost our ability to function as a country. The division is so great, people stop talking with whom they disagree. I know. Not good. Jeffrey, can the Supreme Court step in and vacate the BS charges against Trump? No. It has to be adjudicated. It has to go up the ladder. That's the way the Constitution works. John Bel Castro, Half Moon, New York, you said the landscape is going to change in the autumn. Please give me a hint. I don't know what's going to happen in September, October, and November, but I know a lot of stuff is going to blow up. But I don't like to speculate. It's a waste of your time. Jerry Moody, Frisco, Texas. Mr. O'Reilly, you're the smartest man I know when it comes to insight. For the life of me, with what we know about the crimes the Bidens have committed, how in the world can 40% of the country still support Joe Biden? Because they believe what they want to believe. And out of that 40%, I'll submit to you that 25% don't know anything about it. That's why. In a moment, something you might not know. Introducing term life insurance from Term Provider. Home to Big Lou, the life insurance guru. Big Lou specializes in finding affordable term life insurance for individuals with health conditions. Even if you are a 50-year-old guy with a few extra pounds and type 2 diabetes, you can secure $1 million worth of coverage for just $200 per month. Big Lou's team has assisted thousands like you overcoming the belief that term life insurance is unaffordable. Whether you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or suffer from high blood pressure, Big Lou will work to find you a suitable plan. Remember, Big Lou understands your situation. He's on medication too. So contact Big Lou, 800-444-9336, or visit biglou.com for affordable term life insurance, 800-444-9336. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 531 years ago today, Christopher Columbus began his first voyage across the Atlantic Ocean. 5 weeks later, he arrived in the New World. Despite his reputation for discovering the Americas, polls show half of high school students don't know about Columbus and the history of it. Here is the true story behind the first journey of Chris Columbus. After working as a sailor for 2 decades, the Italian believed he knew a better route to Asia. To reach the Far East, you head west. He lobbied monarchs across Europe, finally securing money from the Spanish crown, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, offered Columbus the title of governor for any territory he discovered along the way. On August 3rd, 1492, Columbus set sail with a crew of 90 men. 36 days later, they landed in what is now the Bahamas. The Europeans first thought they were in Japan, China, or India. The men then sailed the Caribbean, encountering the island's native populations. Wrote Columbus in his journal, quote, "These men ought to make good and skilled servants, for they repeat very quickly whatever we say to them," unquote. In 1493, Columbus returned to Spain. He was granted the title of Admiral of the Oceans. During his lifetime, Columbus led a total of 4 expeditions to the New World, but he never accomplished his original goal of finding a western route to Asia. The admiral died 1506 at the age of 55. Doctors believe he perished from syphilis. Ooh, not good. And here's something else you might not know. The explorer is not popular in America any longer. According to a poll published by Newsweek magazine, 80% of American college students want to ditch Columbus Day. 2021, President Biden officially declared the second Monday in October to be known as Indigenous Peoples Day. How politically correct is that? Now, Columbus was not an enlightened human being. There is no question about that. But he wasn't a brutal guy like so many of the explorers were. And he was brave. And he discovered America. Back after this. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped 20%. And this year could be worse. You are right to be worried. So please call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I have been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.